Be me, 29 mechanic, grease under my nails, decent income, not rich but I'm not paying off my tools. 5-year relationship with my fiancée, Claire. She's a dental hygienist. She pretty much adopted me and I went along with it. Fell hard anyway. Relationship had the usual ups and downs. 2 years in, we move in together. 4 years in, I propose with the ring I saved for months to afford. She cries, says yes, starts wedding planning like it's the Olympics. Wedding set for next month, small beach venue, about 70 guests. She's obsessed with every tiny detail. Went over budget, but I expected that. Spends hours deciding between ivory and pearl napkins. I just want to make sure there's steak at the reception. Her and the bridesmaids start planning a Vegas Bachelorette trip. I raise an eyebrow. She says, "Don't worry, babe, it's just dinner and gambling." I tell her I don't want it to be Vegas, but her best friend is a party girl and she's the one planning it. Having a best friend as a party girl should have been a massive red flag, but surprisingly, we never had any problems with her going out drinking before. At least that I know of. Claire is radioactive during the wedding planning. I pick and choose my battles, decide I'll let Vegas slide. Besides, I've never had to be worried before. The week of the trip comes, she's giddy, taking selfies at the airport with her bride squad shirts. Over the weekend she barely replies. Guess they spent the Wi-Fi budget on body oil. Monday morning, she gets home looking like she fought dehydration and lost. Tells me I didn't even drink that much. Smells like vodka and hotel carpet. I ask how it went. Amazing. You'll see when we get the photos. 2 days later, I'm at work when I get a random text from one of her bridesmaids. Not the loud one. The shy, quiet one who always looked uncomfortable around men. Message just says, "Hey, I think you deserve to know something." Heart sinks. Ask what she means. Claire hooked up with one of the dancers in Vegas. She told us it was her last chance before marriage. I'm sorry. Read it twice, hoping it suddenly becomes a riddle. She sent screenshots from the group chat. Claire bragging about how wild she got. One bridesmaid replying, "Girl, you're crazy, lol." Claire replying, "Just living it up before I have no more chance." My vision does that thing where everything narrows and the universe goes quiet. Other than being sideswiped by her cheating on me, I was also shocked all the girls encouraged it. Makes me think how often it had happened before. The quiet girl never went out with them. She's usually just the one that comes around for board games. Confront her that night. "Babe, can we talk about Vegas?" Her face drops like I just mentioned taxes. I tell her what I heard. She just starts asking who's saying these lies about her. I press for ages, but she doesn't break. None of my proof is undeniable. She just claims she drank heavy. The next 2 days I feel like I'm being gaslit. She's reassuring me every second that nothing happened. I can't shake the feeling that she's lying. Wedding is approaching fast. I need to make the right decision. I message her best friend saying, "I found out everything." Wedding is off. Her best friend replies back instantly trying to defend her, then asking how I found out. Within 2 minutes, my soon-to-be ex comes storming in, crying, asking if the wedding is really called off. I tell her of course it is. You cheated on me. Next hour is some heavy fighting. I then decide to leave and walk around the block. Come back 30 minutes later, hear her screaming on the phone to her best friend. "Why'd you admit it straight away? You should have messaged me first." That was the moment I got 100% confirmation I made the right choice. Next day, I get guilt tripped from every direction. Her bridesmaids message me saying, "She's so sorry, don't ruin your future over one mistake." Her mom calls crying, says, "Every bride does something silly before the big day, it's nerves." My dad, the cherry on top, sits me down. "Son, I get it, but maybe just go through with it. She's got a good family. I know my dad is just eyeing up their beach house. Call the venue, cancel everything, then get a petty idea. Send out an updated RSVP email to all my friends. Subject line, ceremony cancelled, open bar still on. Wedding caterer still delivers the food because refund period passed, so I call it a Freedom BBQ. Spent the night drinking beer and burning leftover wedding decor. About halfway through the BBQ, she actually shows up. Starts crying and yelling that I embarrassed her publicly. Claims I overreacted. Couple weeks later, I start hearing rumors she's telling people I was emotionally abusive. Apparently, abuse now means not forgiving a Vegas quickie. The bridesmaid who told me gets ostracized. Isn't it crazy how cheaters just stick together like that? I feel like an idiot for not knowing. Wonder how many times I got cheated on. I try not dwell on it. One thing I have noticed, when you're an almost married man, the wedding gets cancelled, and not by your fault. Women weirdly find you attractive, like they pictured themselves at that wedding. Haven't started dating yet, but women I know have been messaging me and trying to carry the conversation, without being too pushy. It's comforting knowing I have options.